How to deal with negative people. Hi everyone, I'm Apollonia Ponti. I'm your dating, relationship, and life coach, and I am your coach for you men to master your attraction skills, build the confidence, and build the life and the love life that you create and the life that you desire. And in today's video, we're going to talk about something very specific and something that a lot of you have been asking for, and that's how to deal with negative people. Now, I'm going to break this down in some tips that you can start today after you watch this video if this is happening to you. Tip number one is understand and have a sense of understanding that people are always going to try to challenge you. It's kind of like you have to set boundaries with children, right? Or else they're going to continue to push the limits. And the same thing goes for people. It's human nature. So first, what I want you to do is understand that people are always going to try to challenge you, and you're the one that is going to be in control of those emotions. Tip number two is get rid of the people who are not teaching you something new and the people who are bringing you down. Okay, this is so important. This was something that happened in my life personally. I had to get real with myself becoming a life coach, and before I was able to coach people and really look at the world as it is today and look at the people that I was letting into my bubble. Were they bringing me down or were they teaching me something? Now, as a creator and in my business, I wanted people that were going to give me inspiration and give me drive and give me tools that I can learn from them and they can learn from me as well. And this happens in friendships a lot of times. So one of the biggest things is if you have negative people in your life, what we have to do is we have to get clear on how they offer us value in our lives. So I asked yourself this question: how does this person offer you value? If you're able to see that they teach you and they offer and they inspire, then those are probably people that you would want to have in your life. But right now, if they are not offering you something, then it's probably a time to disconnect from this negative person. Tip number three is understand that people stay the same if they don't feel valued. What does this mean? Okay, so in order to understand how to deal with negative people, if someone doesn't feel valued, they're going to continue to stay the same. So if you're in a relationship and let's just say your girlfriend is always negative, or you're in a friendship and your guy friend is always negative, maybe he doesn't feel value in his life. And a way that we can somewhat try to turn this around is showcase that they are valuable. But if someone is bringing you down and is a negative person, then I would also reconsider this. These are tools to understand how to be effective with negative people and why they may do so. Tip number four is remember where you came from and stand and stick firm to that. A lot of times negative people will try to push us down when we are driven, when we are focused, when we are successful. There's always people that are always going to try to push you down. And there's something so valuable about this because I actually posted something not too long ago on my Instagram, and I talked about how people are deflections of themselves. It has nothing to do with you when they are negative and put you down. It has everything to do with them. So that's why I talk about integrity and how to hold your standards as a man and not let someone else get emotions from you. And that's part of it. And understanding that people are always going to try to bring you down if you let them. So it's a part of not letting these people get those emotions. Next tip is change your environment and activities. So if you are constantly out with your buddies and you're constantly drinking and you're constantly doing things that aren't fulfilling within, and you're constantly doing those things with other people, then of course you're not going to have positive people in your life. These people are going to be there to bring you down. So in order to challenge yourself to really pull away from this negativity in your life, then it's really important that you change your environments and you change the activities that you're doing once and for all. And tip number six is appreciate yourself before you appreciate others. So a lot of times we think, oh, I don't know how to deal with negative people, but it's because we're not appreciating ourselves. And what we do is we deflect from the situation. So how you start to deal, if this is something that you are probably going through right now, is you're not appreciating yourself, but you're appreciating someone else before you, is you have to understand that you have to appreciate you before you can even appreciate other people. So if you are coming from a negative component in your life, you're going to attract those negative behaviors as well. And last tip is when it comes to handling negative things, there comes a time in your life where it's going to be challenging, and I'm speaking from experience. You might have a friend or a loved one that has been going through a lot, and you've noticed that they're just not showing up for themselves and they're bringing you down with them. And you notice that you're at a point in your life, in a pivot point of your life, where you need to change, where you need to grow. And this is when the hard facts start coming in, and where you need to own the hard things in life and do what's good for you. There's a lot of drive in understanding when you're focused on your selfishness, but with good intentions and in good manners and in good ways. And when someone is not adding value to your life, it's time to say goodbye and focus on you. So I always ask you, is this person an engine or is this person an anchor? And you will know. If you like today's video, please give it a thumbs up. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next video. And remember, you are always loved. Bye for now.